I guess getting through those 3 matches qualifying helped me feel, I guess, more comfortable out there. I think it would have been a different story if I just got given a wild card purely because I wouldn't have been used to the conditions of courts, and I wouldn't have felt right, I guess, not earning it. But I felt great out there from the start, and I guess I'm lucky not to get the first, and who knows what would have happened for the rest of the match. But it was a good first try out.
What was the your state of mind, I suppose, when it was pretty close to over last night, the rain comes? What do you do? Do you go back and say start again, or?
Well, it was just kind of annoying with being delayed an hour every hour. Tough to eat when you could be back on court in an hour or not. So it was a bit of a screw around with that. But I mean, once we got told it was done, we had a little bit of a game plan for the next morning, and I executed. I got beat. I even asked Jannik on the walk back to the locker rooms what he thought I was going to do the first point, and he kind of picked it pretty well. So disappointing, but I would have loved to have stayed out there. It's great Australian Grand Slam having the crowd behind you, and I guess they only got to see 8 points, but I'm happy with how it did.
So I don't know what can be the mindset there. You come back at 4, well, they said it can be over in 8 points.
Yeah.
Was it just a matter of let's just try and take it to 4 sets, or what can you do?
I mean, I was still thinking I had a huge chance. I felt like if I was returning really well, and I was down in my service game when I went back on court, but I felt if I could get through that and then really put pressure on to try and to take that third set from his serve, then it really would have been a match. But I guess he came out there and I didn't do a thing wrong. I thought I played really well, and he didn't do a thing wrong. And I guess that's just the way it went. And yeah,
he's obviously had a big finish to last year with the next gen thing. I mean, can you talk a bit about him? What sort of an opponent he's now and what he potentially could be?
I remember seeing him play against Alex Bolt at Wimbledon qualifying, and I was travelling with another Australian, Jake Delaney, and we both fell in love with how the kid plays. We were loving him, and then we saw him through America, and he hits such a nice ball, and he's mentally so stable on the court, and kind of motivated me a little bit to take my tennis a little bit more seriously. And not that I wasn't, but just I felt like there's a few 1%ers I can kind of get on top of. And he kind of showed you that 1 week here, 1 week there can really change how your year goes. And he's just flying. Sky's the limit for him. I said to my manager at Wimbledon last year when he was outside 200 that I had a bet saying he'd finish inside the top 75, and he finished at 78. So I thought I called that pretty well.
But you've been certainly able to match it with him for the most part of the first 2 sets. You must take something out of that. If you rate him that highly and yet you were trading blows with him, there's got to be a positive there.
Exactly. I hear a lot of people saying they think he'd be able to finish the year top 30. Or, he's just there. He's got months where he has no points to defend at the start of this year. So the way he's tracking it, there's no reason he can't be top 40 in the next 3 or 4 months. So I was kind of there, and I probably should have taken that first set. And I feel really good about my game at the moment, and I've got doubles with Luke Saville here, but I'm really looking forward to, I guess, if that doesn't go well, but getting to Bernie and Launceston and testing my singles game out again. Feeling really good.
So you've got doubles with Luke. You guys have won 9 Challenger titles. Does that give you the confidence and the belief that you can really go deep here?
Yeah, we've played a lot of these guys, even at Challenger level. We haven't really tested ourselves much at tour level, just because we're singles players for part 1. So generally we're just sticking to Challenger doubles, and we try and do that. But a lot of doubles guys are kind of recognising who we are now, and I think they're, I guess, a little threatened by us with how many tournaments we've won, because I think they play a lot of challenges, all these doubles guys as well, and they didn't get close to that. So I think Luke and I combine really well, and we're hoping for a big year this year. Last year we'd only played a few tournaments together before coming in. Even though we'd won a couple, it really wasn't the greatest, but we've had this whole last year to even get to know each other even more on the doubles court, and we're looking for a good start.
Have you set yourself any goals for 2020, and did they maybe change after you qualified here?
No, I think I'm still trying to finish the year top 100 in singles. That's the main goal, and then from there I'll reassess. But doubles, I'm perfectly fine with where I am at the moment, because I'm singles player first for the moment. But if I could keep my ranking around where it is right now and I guess, just develop as a better player, and I guess my ranking will probably go up. But I mean, I'm just trying to focus on getting a day better every day.
And you mentioned you're going to Burnie and Launceston. Have you got a schedule past that, or are you just looking short term for now?
I do at the moment, but I guess it depends on how those 2 weeks go. But I'll look to have a couple of weeks back home before heading off to some Asian tournaments. I like spending my time there. It's easier, I mean, time difference and everything, so yeah.
And do you plan on potentially playing some more 250 qualifying events this year?
Yeah, I think so, and then it'll help well with our doubles because we'd be able to test ourselves at tour event as well. But yeah, I'm going to try and take some more punts and play some more 250 qualifying and test my game out against the best rather than just constantly playing on the Challenger Tour.